In today's video, I'll be sharing a strategy that is low risk and highly profitable. If you're new to this channel, hey, my name is Ahmed from X Trading Academy, and this channel is about forex, crypto, and options trading. And if you're interested in making money by trading, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Now, without wasting any time, let's get into the video. So for this strategy, I'll be using a broker called Kotex. It is the best and the most trusted broker out there for options trading. They give you up to $10,000 in demo accounts so you can practice before you actually start trading with your real investments. I have been using this broker for over a year now, and the deposits and the withdrawals were really smooth. I haven't had any issues. I'll leave the link down below so you guys can make your account and get started. I really apologize for not posting videos and getting back to people who messaged me. I was really busy with some personal work and a business that I was running at the time. But from now on, I will be regular with my videos and I'll be texting everyone back. Okay, so before I get into the video, I would like to say that this is not a financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so once we get into the broker, your chart is going to look like this. It's going to be a line graph. So we have to change it from line graph to candlesticks. Now, once you're done with this, you have to add the indicators. Now for this strategy, we will be using multiple indicators. Okay, so for adding indicators, we get down here. Then you can find all the indicators here. So for this one, we're going to use Kettner channel and stochastic oscillator. So I've already added them to my screen. This is the Kettner channel, and this is my stochastic oscillator. So I'll just share my settings real quick so you guys can copy. So for the Kettner channel, it's going to be 20 for EMA, 10 for ATR, and 1 for multiplier. And for stochastic, it's going to be 5 for K period, 3 for D period, 3 for smoothing, 80 for overbought, and 20 for oversold. And you can keep the rest as it is. So this strategy is pretty easy to follow. I'm sure some of you know how the strategy works, but I would recommend you to stick till the end because I will change few settings on these indicators that will make it more lower risk and highly profitable. So for this strategy, we have to look for breakouts that happen in Kettner channel and the overbought and the oversold levels in the stochastic oscillator. Then we combine both of them and then we place the trades. Okay, so what we have to do is, whenever there's a breakout at the top of the Kettner channel, we have to look for an overbought market. And whenever there's a breakout at the bottom of the Kettner channel, we have to look for an oversold market. So right here, let me just go back. Here, this was a good trade right here. We can see that the candles have broken out of the Kettner channel from the top. This is the first confirmation. Second one, we have the second confirmation. We need to check if it's an overbought market. And if we go down here, we can see that both of the stochastic oscillator lines have crossed the overbought line. This shows that this is an overbought market. Now for placing a trade, we have to wait for the green line to cross the red line moving down. So if I zoom in, you can see that in this area, the green line has crossed the red line moving down. So we would have placed our trade at the top of this candle, and the trade is going to be for 2 minutes. So 2 minutes sell. So 1 and 2. There you go. You have won this trade easy. So I'll just confirm this again. You have to wait for both the green and the red lines to cross up. Like if you see a scenario like this, like where the green line has only gone up but the red line did not, you have to ignore these kind of trades. You have to only take a trade when both the lines are above. You can see a breakout, the green goes down, you go for a sell. Okay, so here's a trade for a buy. So we can see that the candles broke out of the Kettner channel from the bottom, which means we need to look for an oversold market. So we can see that this is an oversold market because both the lines in the stochastic oscillator did go below the oversold line. So now the next step is to wait for the green line to cross the red line moving up. So we can see the green line did cross the red line moving up, and as soon as it did that, we would place a buy for 2 minutes. So we can see that 1 and 2. There you go, you've won this trade as well. Okay, so before changing the settings to show you guys how you can improve strategy, I'll just go through the rules again. You will only buy when the candlesticks cross below the stochastic oscillator. That's your first confirmation. Second is look for oversold market. For that, both the lines in the stochastic oscillator should cross the oversold line. And for your buying signal, You'll wait for the green line to cross the red line moving up. After that happens, you place a buy trade or up for 2 minutes, and the same goes for a sell trade. You'll wait for the candles to go like break out from the top of the Kettner channel. Look for a overbought market where both the stochastic oscillator lines are crossing the overbought line. Then for a signal to sell, you'll wait for the green line to cross the red line moving down. Okay, so for improving this strategy, I'll be making 2 changes in the charts, and I'll explain exactly why I made them so you guys can understand what the problem is. So the first problem is, you can see that the candles are above, like out of the Kettner channel for a pretty long time. If you were to take trades over here and here, like if you would take trades for sell in this area, you would lose a lot of money. You would literally blow up your account. So to avoid this problem, we'll go to Kettner channel, we'll change the multiplier to 2. And now you can see that, there you go. Now you can see that the candles are not out the Kettner channel, but they're inside. So this gives us a much more accurate signals. Like before, you would have taken your sell trades over here, but right now you can only go for the ones that are actually breaking out. And now the last and the final indicator that we're going to add is the moving average. Now before I add that indicator, let's actually analyze the market. So we can see that here there's an uptrend. So during an uptrend, it's better to take buy trades because it's good to follow the trend. If you try to trade against the trend, you'll usually lose. So what we have to do is we'll go to the indicator section, add a moving average of 200. This will allow us to identify if it's an uptrend or a downtrend. Now I'll change the color to blue so I can actually see it. Now I'll show you guys how effective these 2 changes in the chart can actually make your trades. So let's say we would have ignored the moving average if we did not follow the moving average. So before I do that, I'll explain how the moving average works. So if the candles are below the moving average, it's a downtrend, and if the candles are above the moving average, it's an uptrend. So if it's a downtrend, you only look for sell trades. If it's an uptrend, you only look for buy trades. So how would you actually trade without the moving average? You would actually go for these trades up here. You can see that you'd go for sell. Like it's an uptrend, you should be looking for buy opportunities, but instead you're gonna look for sell. So you would go for sell over here, you would lose, sell, you might win this trade, and you'll probably win this trade as well. But in the long run, if you keep actually going against the trend, you'll lose more than you will win. Like in this area, you can see, I'm sure you would lose a lot of money in this area. That's why whenever the candles are above the moving average, only look for the breakouts that happen at the bottom. You can see this is a clear win. You would have easily won this trade. So whenever the candles are above the moving average line, wait for the candles to break out at the bottom and look for a buy position. Ignore the sell positions. And the same thing goes for the downtrend. Whenever it's a downtrend, like over here, wait for the candles to break out from the top so you can look for a good selling opportunity. Like whenever the candles are below the moving average line, look for sell opportunities, and whenever the candles are above the moving average line, look for buying opportunities. Okay, so now you guys might think that there are less opportunities to trade, right? Because here you can see it's an uptrend, but there are barely any breakouts from the bottom. Like this is the only one that you can see. So out of this whole uptrend market, you will only get one opportunity to trade. That's what you might be thinking, but it's not true, because currently it's OTC market. OTC means over the counter, and when this market is going on, the broker is controlling the charts. The real market is closed. So never trade in the OTC market, because the broker controls it, and you can never know where the market will be moving next. So you will most probably be losing money if you use this strategy in the OTC market. Always use this strategy in the real market. So how do you know it's a real market? It's very simple. All you have to look for is this OTC sign. If there is no this OTC sign after the currency pair, it means the real market is on. Now, when the real market is on, you'll see much more opportunities. Like you'll see a lot of breakouts, and you can actually take a lot more trades. So another doubt that you guys might have is, what would you do if the moving average line goes through the candles in the Kettner channel, right? Is it an uptrend or downtrend? So whenever this kind of situation happens, Like there's a chance of ranging market to form. So what is a ranging market? Ranging market is when it's not an uptrend, it's not a downtrend, but the market will move in a specific area. Like it's going to bounce off within a specific area. So it's not going to be an uptrend or downtrend, it's going to bounce off within a specific area. So when this kind of scenario happens, you can take both buy and sell signals. So just to clear it up, whenever it's an uptrend, you only look for buy trades. Whenever it's a downtrend, you look for sell trades. And whenever it's a ranging market, where the market bounces off in a specific area, you can take both buy and sell signals. Okay guys, this was the video. If you did like it, make sure you smash the like button below and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. And if you guys have doubts, make sure to comment down below. And if you guys want to contact me, I'll leave my social links below so you guys can get in touch with me.